It's not just governments who have to do some contingency planning for worst case scenarios. Local businesses also have a role to play, particularly with stockpiling. And we spoke to the owners of a local supermarket and asked them how they have been planning for a potential worst case scenario.
We have seen a slight uptake in long life products such as milk, canned tomatoes, that sort of thing. We've also noticed more people buying hand wash and Dettol style products. But thankfully so far we've managed to keep up with the supply. We have experience with stockpiling for Brexit, so we've applied what we've learned there to this. And yes, we have increased our orders to make sure we have enough to supply the local community. We have over 15 local suppliers, which are very important to us. We're very grateful to be able to buy locally. And yes, we have been in conversations with them to make sure that their planning is up to date. And we also have backup plans for most products. People generally in Gibraltar are quite realistic. We've been through problems before. People are slightly joking, but there is a sense of seriousness to all this. So yeah, as I said before, we have seen slight increase in some purchases, but so far I think people are remaining calm, which is what they should be doing.
Well, one of the main points of advice is to use hand sanitizers to prevent coming into contact with the disease. But hand sanitizers have become a bit of a precious commodity as of late, with pharmacies, those on the front line of the supply chain, finding it difficult to source them. And of course, people buying them in bulk.
We've had a bit of panic buying. We've tried to allay people's fears, which I think when people panic is the worst problem we can have, and the solution to panic is education. So we've been trying to convince our clients that although it's something which we have to be aware of, and I'm sure the GHA is doing the utmost to contain it, because that's what we can do at the moment. Good hygiene is our main tool to tackle this, and it's not something that we should be overly worried about, really. I mean, we have to. It is what it is, but.
Now, we've heard about incidents of pharmacies running out of stock of hand sanitizers, which people have been buying in block. Tell us what your experience is. Have you had difficulty sourcing it, for example?
See, we can't replace the stock that we sold, and we've sold out. We sold out last week. Again, we've tried to convince people that just wash your hands with soap. 30 minutes washing your hands with soap. And ideally warm water or hot water is just as effective as a hand sanitizer. You don't need the hand sanitizer. But it's very hard to convince people otherwise. And yeah, we have had people buying en masse.